Hi friends, this is Lady Flora, and we're going to tell you about this lesson book.
What does it say?
Teach your child to read in 100?
Yes.
100 easy lessons.
That's right. It does. That's what it says. So one of the things that I liked about this curriculum is how the letters are introduced. So for instance, the letter E, we first learn with the line above it, and it's making the long sound, as in the word eat. So each letter is treated more like a sound, which I think is really cool. It's got a little bit of a Montessori vibe to it, and there's some other interesting things here, like ing, sort of treated as one sound. CH, the two letters are joined together, and it's treated as one sound instead of a blend of letters. And then, as you can see, when we start to get into words, we're encouraged to have these, there's a dot under each letter, and we're encouraged to start our finger at the dot and slide it all the way down. And on each dot, we hold it for like a second, and then if it's a letter like T or D, you just hold it for an instant. And that helps the child to sound out words. I really liked a lot of things about this curriculum. Another really cool thing about it is we've got the red letters are what the parents read out loud, so it's a script. The red words, I should say, and then the black words are the instructions to the parent, which is very helpful. It allows you to just kind of scan it quickly. You don't really need to prepare for each lesson, which I really liked. You can just open it and go. Since I work full-time, I find it very helpful to have a curriculum like this. And as you go along, you're having more and more letter combinations, and you're stretching out the sounds, which sometimes feels a little awkward, but it's a good way to learn how to sound out words. And then here we are in, what is this, lesson 11, and we've got some words here. A very interesting thing that this book does is it will sometimes have a very small letter, and you're not supposed to pronounce that letter. So we've got the long E sound and then just a regular T, and we're going to ignore the A. So the word would be eat. So that's kind of interesting because you get the look of the word without knowing exactly why E and A say E when they're together. So that's kind of an interesting thing about this curriculum. But I do like that. In fact, my daughter really excelled with this curriculum, and she can read really good. I think she's reading around a second grade level. I'm not sure. I haven't had her tested or anything because that seems a bit silly, but she can just read anything she picks up, pretty much. She loves to read warning signs and warning labels, parking signs and things like that. But yeah, I really like this curriculum. See here, we've got the letter I with the line below it and above it. So they're teaching you that it says the long I, as in I, like I am. So that's interesting. So you get to almost, you're memorizing the word and you're knowing what the sounds are without exactly knowing the rules behind the sounds. And this was as far as we got. We got up to lesson 73, and that was when we stopped. But there are some really cool things I wanted to show you. So starting from the beginning, you're reading sentences, and then the sentences get longer and longer until they are stories. And the idea is you're supposed to get your child to read through the whole story, and then there's a picture. The picture is sort of like the incentive to get through the reading, and then there's the picture, you know. So that was kind of fun. You're supposed to hide the picture and then reveal it to them, which was really fun. Although it did get it did get my daughter sort of upset sometimes. She really wanted to see the picture. She would try to pull my hand away. So after they read the sentence, this is a nice short one, for instance, the sock is near a man. They'll be asked some questions, kind of a reading comprehension area. And the reading comprehension will ask, oh, here we go, picture comprehension. It will say things like, where is the sock? The sock is near the man. So I really like that it's not just reading, it's reading comprehension as well. And then they even do writing. So after you do a lesson, we would usually just sit down with a little chalkboard and a piece of chalk, and we would just write the letters. Like I would write the letter N, and then she would write the letter N. Or she would trace what I wrote, and then she would write the letter N. So it's really cool. And I like how it always says, good writing N. Or good writing N, because it kind of, instead of saying N, it will just say N, which is really cool. So yeah, I think I've covered everything about that in here. As far as the cons of this curriculum, we stopped at lesson 73, and we were just getting a little bit where my daughter just was exhausted. Okay, we didn't even get to this part, but she was getting to where she just didn't like doing the lessons, and she would just groan and complain, and I just felt like I was pushing her too hard. She was 3 and I just didn't want to take away the love of learning. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. If you want to know more about the kind of stuff that we like to do, you can go to the blog at ladyflorablog.wordpress.com. Yes, we're almost there. And you can follow me on Instagram as well, and you can subscribe here on YouTube to see other videos that we've made and be notified when there's a new video. So thank you so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share, and after you do that, go outside and have a sweet and sublime day.
I love you, Mommy. Flowers. I love you. Here's some flowers.
Flowers. Thank you. Thank you, honey. She got me flowers. Can you say flowers?
Mommy.